our actions be of kindness, and our unity be the tribute we offer to those whose lives have been lost. To the families, to the Ghana Armed Forces, to the ministries and departments that have lost dedicated staff, and to the National Democratic Congress, which mourns the passing of valued members, may you find strength in their memory and their legacy. May we all be comforted by the knowledge that though they are gone from our sight, they remain forever in the spirit of the nation they so faithfully served. On Saturday, 9th August at 5 p.m., the nation will gather at the forecourt of the State House for an evening of reflection and memorial in honor of our departed colleagues. Books of condolences will be opened simultaneously at the Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ghana Armed Forces headquarters, and the National Democratic Congress headquarters, and also the head office of NADMO from Sunday, 10th August to Thursday, 14th August. On Friday, 15th August, an interdenominational state funeral will be held for the 8 heroes at the Black Star Square. My brothers and sisters, my fellow countrymen and women, may God bless their souls, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Good morning and welcome to Newsbits on Channel MOE. With me, Mami Fakobna. It's 11 o'clock and here are your top stories making waves this hour. President Mahama urges Ghanaians to rise above politics as the nation mourns victims of the tragic military helicopter crash. In education, STEM education gets a major boost as GES pledges continued investment to drive Ghana's future development. Also, Multi-Choice Ghana faces possible suspension over its pricing model. NCA gives a 30-day ultimatum. And in sports, Thomas Partey joins Villarreal amid ongoing legal battles, while Scott McTominay makes Ballon d'Or history for Scotland. We'll be back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. The full stories follow in just a moment. Welcome back to Newsbits on Channel MOE. My name is Mami Fakobna. If you're just joining us, a warm welcome to you. Now let's get into the details of our top stories. President John Dramani Mahama has called on Ghanaians to put aside political and ideological differences as the nation mourns the 8 lives lost in the military helicopter crash. Delivering a solemn address on Thursday night, the president stressed that national tragedies demand collective compassion, not division or blame. He said this is not a time for division, speculation, or political point scoring, but a time for strength, for empathy, and for the enduring Ghanaian spirit that stands tall when all else fails. He urged the nation to let their words be of comfort, their actions be of kindness, and their unity be the tribute offered to those whose lives have been lost.
On Saturday, 9th August at 5 p.m., the nation will gather at the forecourt of the State House for an evening of reflection and memorial in honor of our departed colleagues. Books of condolences will be opened simultaneously at the Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ghana Armed Forces headquarters, and the National Democratic Congress headquarters, and also the head office of NADMO from Sunday, 10th August to Thursday, 14th August. On Friday, 15th August, an interdenominational state funeral will be held for the 8 heroes at the Black Star Square.
On to the next story. The Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service, GS, Professor Bitz Ii, says government is committed to making STEM education the foundation of national development. Speaking at the 2025 STEM-tastic Adventures Africa Symposium in Nairobi, Kenya, Professor Bitz Ii stressed that improving STEM education remains a top priority in building a more competitive and skilled workforce for Ghana. She said the country needs a robust STEM foundation to stay competitive and tackle unique challenges across all sectors. Now, samples of the remains of the 8 individuals who died in Wednesday's military helicopter crash in the Adansi-Ekufrom district of the Ashanti region have been flown to South Africa for DNA testing. The move is to aid in confirming their identities, as the bodies were badly burnt and could not be identified through standard procedures. Initially, the 37 military hospital in Accra was expected to conduct the autopsies and identification, but due to the condition of the remains, authorities opted for more advanced forensic testing abroad. Amid recent high-profile plane crashes raising fresh concerns about aviation safety, new data shows that air travel still remains the safest way to get around. According to the International Transport Forum and the WHO, air travel records just 0.05 deaths per billion passenger kilometers, far fewer than any other mode of transportation. Trains come in second, followed by sea travel, but it's the car that continues to be the most dangerous, responsible for the highest number of transport-related fatalities worldwide. Experts say safety risks vary depending on where you travel, with factors like poor road conditions, airline oversight, and severe weather playing a role. In other news, recent research shows a growing number of Ghanaian men are turning to sexual enhancement products, with about 17.6% of men nationwide and over 50% in areas like Ashaman reportedly using aphrodisiacs to boost performance. Many men say they are driven by concerns like premature ejaculation and performance anxiety. But health experts are sounding the alarm, warning that unregulated sexual enhancers can lead to serious complications, including heart and kidney problems. The pressure isn't always internal. Studies reveal some women are pushing their partners to perform longer or better, fueling this demand. Meanwhile, the 2022 Ghana Demographic and Health Survey highlights an even deeper issue: widespread sexual coercion against women, raising serious questions about consent and relationship dynamics. Health officials are urging men to seek medical advice before using enhancement products and to prioritize open and honest conversations about sexual health to reduce risks for everyone involved. Away from that, the NCA is moving to suspend multi-choice Ghana's pay TV direct-to-home bouquet authorization, citing concerns over the company's subscription pricing model. In a statement issued on Wednesday, August 7, the NCA said MultiChoice is operating in a way that goes against the public interest, a violation under Section 13 of the Electronic Communications Act. That law allows that regulator to act when a licensee's operations are deemed harmful to consumers. MultiChoice Ghana now has 30 days to respond, either by submitting a written objection or proposing corrective steps to avoid the suspension. The NCA says it remains committed to protecting consumers and ensuring fairness in the pay TV market. In international news, a medical plane crashed on Thursday afternoon in a densely populated neighborhood of Kenya's capital, killing 6 people, according to local authorities. The aircraft, a Cessna operated by Amref Flying Doctors, was en route to Hargeisa, the capital of Somaliland, when it went down. Officials confirmed all 4 people on board were killed, along with 2 people on the ground. The Kenya Civil Aviation Authority says it is deeply saddened by the tragic loss which occurred during what was meant to be a life-saving air ambulance mission. Investigations are now underway to determine the cause of the crash. Now in the U.S., 2 people died when an helicopter crashed into a barge on the Mississippi River near East Alton, Illinois, north of St. Louis, authorities say. The Federal Aviation Administration confirmed the crash happened Thursday morning around 11 a.m., about half a mile downriver from the Alton Dam. Missouri State Highway Patrol officials reported that the 2 people inside the helicopter were killed, and thankfully no one was on the barge at the time of the collision. The crash occurred after the helicopter struck a power line, according to the Rivers Point Fire District Chief. Following the accident, the river was closed to commercial navigation as authorities investigate. In sports, Spanish club Villarreal CF has confirmed the signing of midfielder Thomas Partey on a free transfer, signing the 32-year-old to a 2-year contract. However, the club acknowledged that Partey is currently involved in legal proceedings in England. Partey faces 5 counts of rape involving 2 women and 1 count of sexual assault involving a 3rd woman, allegations which he strongly denies. The alleged incidents are said to have occurred between 2021 and 2022 while Partey was playing for Arsenal in North London. Villarreal says it respects the legal process and the presumption of innocence, adding that it will not comment further due to legal restrictions in the UK. Former Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay has been nominated for the 2025 Men's Ballon d'Or award. Now playing for Napoli and Scotland, McTominay is among 30 players shortlisted for the prestigious prize, with a winner to be announced on September 22. His nomination comes less than a year after his £25 million transfer from his boyhood club, Manchester United, to Napoli. This makes McTominay the first Scottish player to be nominated since Rangers legend Ally McCoist in 1987. Meanwhile, PSG forward Ousmane Dembele is considered a top contender after helping his team win the Champions League in Munich. In entertainment news, the Creative Arts Agency has indefinitely postponed the Kumasi edition of the Candlelight Vigil honoring the late high life legend Daddy Lumba. Originally scheduled for Saturday, August 9, the decision was announced in a press statement dated August 7 and signed by the agency's acting executive secretary, Gideon Ayikwe. The postponement follows a directive from President John Dramani Mahama, who declared 3 days of national mourning from August 7 to 9 after a fatal helicopter crash in Adansi. The agency says it will provide updates on the rescheduling of the event in due course. To some lifestyle news, in Ghanaian senior high schools, nicknames were more than just fun. They were everything. Forget needing a passport, all you really needed was a memorable tag. There was Atom, the short guy, Oxygen, who flopped a science question once and was renamed forever, and Condoma, the 16-year-old love guru. Then there was Lincoln, always spotted near the girls' dorm. For the ladies, names like Precious Lady meant slay mode 24/7, while Tundra was known for causing traffic in assembly. These nicknames were savage, sweet, and unforgettable more than just names. They were legacies that defined the SHS experience. Now we move to the world of tech. US President Donald Trump has demanded the immediate resignation of Intel's new CEO, Lip-Bu Tan, on Thursday. Trump called Tan highly conflicted in quote unquote because of his extensive ties to Chinese companies, casting doubt on the CEO's ability to lead a turnaround on the struggling American chip giant. Earlier this year, Reuters reported that Tan had invested at least $200 million in numerous Chinese advanced manufacturing and chip firms, some reportedly linked to China's military. The controversy raises fresh concerns over foreign influence in key U.S. technology sectors. And that's how we wrap up this edition of Newsbits right here on Channel MOE. I am Mami Kobna, and as always, it's been a pleasure keeping you informed.